News! We got it, you want it.
That's right, we are talking about news that is important to us. If you like seeing these videos, be sure to subscribe and leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you're currently reading. So we're just going to tell each other news that we think is interesting or fun. Andrew doesn't know the news that I'm going to go over, and I don't know the news that he's going to go over. So what could possibly go wrong?
I'll go first.
Okay.
My first bit of news. There was talks of a prominent comic book writer saying that a movie or TV show is in the works right now. That man is James Tynion.
Oh.
It's for his series Wind.
Oh.
Which, don't give me that. Hold on. I didn't know anything about it either. So when you said, "Hey, come up with a news idea," I was like, "Okay, sure." So I found that and I read it, and I've read the first volume of it.
So
It's pretty cool.
Give me a very quick synopsis.
Imagine a modern day kind of castle fairy tale like story where magic has been kind of cut out of society because they believe it corrupts things and whatnot. And it's basically of a child who is affected by this magic trying to hide while...
It's the Wheel of Time. This is the story of the Wheel of Time.
Kind of just set more modern in a more modern sense. And it's James Tynion. He makes and it like his characters are great. It reminds me more of like it's kind of in a manga style, kind of a Steven Universe art style. It's cool.
So Andrew, my first comic book news that I want to express my excitement over is Paper Girls by Brian K. Vaughan.
Okay, I did hear
going to be turned into a show
on Netflix, isn't it?
Amazon.
Amazon? Okay.
Yeah, it's Amazon. So, really cool.
Have you read it?
No. But
so I have come prepared.
I do have the first two trade paperbacks, so I will read that. No, I have the first three, so flexing on y'all. So I'm going to read this directly off of Wikipedia.
This will be really entertaining.
Paper Girls follows the story of four 12-year-old newspaper delivery girls set in Stony Stream, a fictional suburb of Cleveland, Ohio. While out delivering papers in the morning after Halloween, the town is struck by an invasion from a mysterious force from the future. The girls become unwillingly caught up in the conflict between two warring factions of time travelers. You're trying to tell me you don't want to watch that?
No, I do. I saw this and I read the synopsis and I'm like, that sounds pretty dope.
So this will be on my to read, but Brian K. Vaughan also did Saga, which I have read and is amazing, and Y the Last Man, which is amazing. Mm-hmm. So if you haven't read either of those two things, you guys definitely should. And Paper Girls being turned into a show, anything that gets more attention to Brian K. Vaughan and get some shows out of them, that'd be great.
Okay. So new comic book publisher, Bad Ideas, known for such titles as ENIAC, Whaleville, Tankers. I couldn't remember that one for a second. I have that. I need to read it.
Yeah.
Have some very stringent rules on their distribution. Mm-hmm. They have only certain stores across the nation that are allowed to sell.
So in Oklahoma, there's only 2 or 3?
There are 3. It's a very tight window. Like, you can't pick this up at your normal LCSs. Bad Idea has specific rules on how they distribute their comics and how different comic shops can actually sell their products. Like, 1 copy per customer. They can't raise the cover price of their comics till after 30 days from it being released.
I think the whole idea behind doing this is that the first printing, there's only going to be, they have the first printing, and then any printing after that is just another printing. It's not like second, third, fourth, fifth. It's just all the same. And so they're trying to kill the market for all the other printings being worth this crazy amount of money. Or,
But they kind of are, like, systematically doing that themselves by this model.
It does create a lot of excitement. ENIAC was really good, is really good. And even the second printings, I'm paying like $15 on eBay for.
Yeah.
But worth it. I wish my comic book shop had those that I could easily get them, but hey,
Yeah.
good. They're good comics. They're quality.
I'm waiting for like all the hype and them to put out a turd because it will happen. It's bound to happen.
Whalesville.
I don't know. That's it. Did you read it? Did you?
I did not.
I didn't either, but it seemed interesting.
Yeah, I guess.
The quality on the paper is fantastic. The color's fantastic. Like, it feels like if you put that to CGC and you lightly read it, there's no reason it shouldn't be a 9.8.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
with Marvel and DC, if you even look at it wrong, you just got a 9.4.
And that looks really cool, right?
Yeah.
Like that is the artwork is really cool. The money I paid for it was not.
So my story is there's probably only, isn't it only like 100 stores throughout the United States have access?
I don't
It was
really
something
know.
around
You can
that
check
number.
the website though. The website has like a list of every single state and what stores are available.
So these stores already have an automatic draw because like for us, we have to go about an hour away to go pick it up. So if we're down there, we might as well pick something else up too.
Yeah.
Situation. So it's literally drawing people in from across the state to these certain stores to help with business, really. And somebody fucked that up.
Okay, that's what I was getting at. I was like, I heard about this. What happened?
I don't know. I didn't read that far.
So the whole idea is so the resale value in that first 30 days, they want it to be cover price. And if you go on eBay, you can't get it, a first printing of really any of the comics for cheaper than 30, and Antioch was even more expensive. So if you're caught selling in your store for over cover price, you are banned not for 1 month, not for 2 months, for life. You can never sell any of their future comics ever again. And that happened to somebody.
Yeah, giant bummer. Like, well, no, fuck those guys. Like, you knew the rules. Like, it is plainly stated throughout their website that these are the rules. And to be a part of this, you have to follow these rules. Dude, you got caught in like month 2.
What they make, like $300?
I didn't even look at how much. Like, not nearly enough.
Right. My next little bit of news here is not comic book news, but we make the rules and you can't tell me what to do. I'm talking to you.
Oh.
Have you heard that Walmart and Target are not selling Pokemon trading cards, but also Pokemon cards in store effective May 14th because people are crazy?
Dude, I like literally same exact story. I knew we should have talked about our stories beforehand.
But hey, what? Like, okay, so it's not kids fighting in the stores. There was I can't remember, it was like between 24 and 34-year-old men. One guy was coming out of the store with his items. It was a Target. And he got jumped by like 2 dudes and he pulled out a gun and then, yeah.
That's nuts.
And that's how cards get banned.
Like,
you can still buy them online through them, but you can't go into a physical store and buy them.
Which, that's insane. Like, that is still going on. Like,
yeah.
I have been over Pokemon for like a couple months now.
Well, it's not just Pokemon. It's like MLB, basketball, football.
Like, I don't remember. So, all these cards had their boom in like the 90s. Like, was these things also happening? Like,
you don't remember the mania? Oh, I do.
I remember the mania, like people going crazy about buying and investing. Like, you have to buy one for you, one for 5 years, one for your kids. Like, I do remember that.
I don't remember that part. I just remember it being nuts. But I also don't ever remember a place like being completely out.
That is a good point.
So this is the first video in our comic book news series. If you like this type of video, be sure to leave us a comment down below letting us know which piece was your favorite news, and we will see you next time.